What's up everyone, my name is Alex Kouras and in today's video I'm gonna be doing another reaction video to Chris Bassio's reaction to my self-haircut video. So if you guys do or don't know, I did a reaction video to Chris Bassio reacting to my first self-haircut video ever, and then just this past week Chris Bassio reacted to my Chris Bassio technique self-haircut, which is pretty cool. So in today's video, I'm gonna be watching the Chris Bassio reaction to my video, and I'm just gonna be reacting to his reaction and seeing what he has to say about my self-haircut using his clipper technique. Let's jump right into it.
Let's check out the video that I was talking about, and it's right here. It is Alex. I have reacted to Alex in the past, as you can see, and you guys can see right here in this old self-cut from 2 years ago. I was receding back then too.
Damn, Chris, what happened? You look way better now, bro. Sheesh, that's crazy, dude. Wow, look at that. I don't know if you were just having a messy day or you just didn't wash your hair for like 2 days, but dang, you're looking a lot better right now, I'll tell you that much.
A little chunky right there. But Alex, I reacted to him a while ago, man. Long time ago, he did a self-cut. And I was just reacting to like the most viral videos at the time. Alex had the most viral video at that time. He had millions of views on the self-cut. And when I reacted to it, I was just being honest. I wasn't trying to hate on him. I was just trying to be honest. But I did shout him out a couple times, I think, after that, because the level of the quality of his self-cuts skyrocketed. If I wasn't looking for the most viral videos, I probably wouldn't have reacted to that video because he has way better self-cut. So I have no doubt in my mind that this self-cut is going to be on point. And it's not because he's using my technique, my system. It's because he's gotten so much better. He would be a good barber in a barbershop making good money. I don't know if he's actually a barber, but he's got skills.
Not a barber, not licensed, not whatsoever. I've never been a barber. I've never wanted to be a barber. This is just something that I've always done because I had fun doing it. You know, originally I got into it because I was young. I wanted to do something cool to save money, you know, and you know, it helped out my family by not having to actually pay for haircuts, and you know, financially wise, it helped out my parents a lot. It wasn't much, but you know, every little bit counts, and as a kid, you know, you see things going on in the family, you just want to help out as much as you can. And that was one thing aside from, you know, the financial aspect, but the actual haircuts themselves were garbage when I went to the hair salon. You know, Hello Gorgeous, super cuts. I don't even think they exist anymore because that's how garbage they were. So those are the reasons why I started cutting my own hair to begin with at the age of like 13, 14 years old. And ever since, you know, it's just been a big passion of mine. And so I'm glad all of you guys that watch me enjoy it and see and feel the same passion that I have for cutting my own hair.
No doubt in my mind that he's gonna kill this self-cut. So with that being said, man, let's check out the video.
I like that intro. Changed it up. It looks good. Chris Bassio, clipper technique, self-haircut. I've got my notes right here with every single step that Chris Bassio does.
My dog got notes. Okay.
Today's video just gonna be... Yes, sir. I got notes right here too. It's on. I'm gonna just cover up the name for the next video, but here you go. I got more notes. I'm all about the notes, man. I make sure every video is the best that I can possibly make it because I love you guys and I want you guys to have the best content. You know, for me to just give you guys the best content that I can, you know, possibly make. So notes. I'm all about the notes. Be going in step by step and giving myself the same exact type of haircut that Chris Bassio would give his clients. And if you guys don't already know, Chris Bassio is a big-time YouTuber and barber with over 400,000 YouTube subscribers.
Let's
but I'm ready to go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's get right into this 360 before.
Okay.
Hey, shout out Instinct. Instinct with the fire beats.
The Walmart special trimmers.
Alright everyone, so using my wall, these trimmers really do suck, man. I'm telling you, $75 just down the drain. But don't worry, I'm spending like a ridiculous amount of money coming up, so I'm getting like super good quality stuff. Just be on the lookout. The future content is gonna be super good quality. Beard trimmers, just gonna be putting in that first initial guideline slightly
Things
below
hitting though.
the-
Alex, I like that setup. You guys know I use the iPhone for all my filming. Look how quality this is. Bro, I need that setup, bro. I need the plug, man. You got to put me on to whatever setup you're using. That's what I need. Because right now, I just use a tripod and a phone. I don't have the lighting like that. That's crazy.
So yeah, as you guys can see, I used two, and I got one right here, and I got another one right here. Two softbox. They're like 3 foot by 3 foot, like just really big. And then I got my Shure mic. I usually have another light right on the camera, but I got it right behind me. That's the one that's shooting the purple. But in this self haircut, I always have one in front of me and then the two to the side and behind me to give that lighting really nice. And plus, I've got the new iPhone like 13 Pro, so you know the camera quality is just really good. One more thing, the lighting in the bathroom, like the actual lights on the wall of the bathroom, all pure white LED lights, like 5,000 kilowatt pure white LED lights. Perfect. That's how you do it in order to cut your own hair and have really good quality video. Ear to give it that nice flow with the natural shape of your head.
Hey, he said flow. So the flow with the curvature of his head. See, he's on a whole nother level now.
Do the same exact thing on the left side of your head as well. Do your best to look at the mirror and make sure that both sides are roughly even.
Even the quality of his videos are like a whole nother level, man.
And now using the no guard with the lever completely open,
yeah.
I'm going up about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch from that initial guideline that I made with the ball trimmers.
Perfect. See, the thing with the last video I reacted to of his, he wasn't going high enough. If you look at this guideline right here, his guideline before that on the video I reacted to was about half of that. He would go up about here. And I'm like, bro, there's no way you're going to get a nice gradient line because you're stopping too soon. You got to go up. You got to give yourself enough space to create a fade. The fact that he's giving himself much more space. So I already know this cut is going to be next.
Yeah, so basically the video that he reacted to was like my big viral video, which was, it's the first self-haircut video that I posted on this channel. That video, yeah, each guideline I made like super small going up my head. And until he reacted to that video was when it like just smacked me across the head and the light bulb went off. I was like, wait a second, why don't I do that and extend the guideline more? And then after that is when I started noticing the haircuts become a lot more gradient. So thank you to Chris for making my self haircuts become so much better. He's an awesome teacher, awesome just person in general. So big ups and really appreciate the help and support.
Number 2 guard, lever open. Would I use a number 2?
This is where I kind of got a little bit confused when I was watching Chris Bossio's video.
He went blend down
straight from the lever open to the number 2 guard.
I would do that, yeah.
So we kind of skipped like a guard or two and just kind of removed all the bulk. And in the video that I watched, the client's hair was relatively short on the sides, kind of like mine right now. So it's kind of weird how he jumped. You know, I kind of like doing my guidelines in chronological order, you know, going from no guard lever open to 1 lever open to 2 lever open, 3 lever open, 4 lever open, and so forth. And just having the skip kind of threw me off. And you can see right now, just jumping to the number 1 guard, lever open.
That's why I say I got a million different ways to do a fade, man. A million different ways. For me, this was probably whoever that person was, whoever that client was that I was cutting. I was probably worried about losing some of the contrast, some of the darkness in this area, right? So I wanted to go ahead and do that number 2 open, blend it into this area, and not have to worry about messing with this area. Just kind of create this right here so it stays dark, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then be able to just blend down and keep that fade here, as opposed to fading in chronological order and then you end up going too high and then you lose that contrast, that darkness that's here, which would create the nice contrast, which would create that nice gradients. So that's probably what happened.
Right. So basically he was just kind of positioning where on his client's head that he wanted the darkness to basically start to transition into the light. So I get why he did it and it makes perfectly sense looking back at it. But at the time I did this video, I was just like, why did he skip like all these different guards in order to cut this hair. So it makes perfect sense the way you explained.
Yo, you know what, man? I really like this concept now that I think about it, man, because there's so many people at home trying to learn how to cut their own hair, and financially they're trying to budget, they're trying to save money, which is cool. Everybody goes through that. Or they're just passionate about cutting hair. It's cool to see somebody use different barbers' techniques and apply it to their self-cuts and see how it works out. I think that's a dope concept. I think that's a dope idea.
And so the next step that Chris did, he basically kept the number 1 guard on and closed the lever completely, basically just nicking at that harsh line to just soften it up. And for any of you guys watching right now, you can see it on screen. You know, that's my iPhone 13 Pro, and that's the little light that I have. That's the one that's behind me. So I've got like 4 different, a circle of lights around me in the bathroom to make this self-haircut video like come to life. Like there's so much stuff that goes into this, and it's so difficult because there's such limited space on the vanity to do all this. So it's so funny. Like if I were to ever show you guys in person, like you probably would just start laughing. Like there's no room in the bathroom, and there's just so much. Go in with the half guard and remove it with the half guard.
Facts. That 1.5 is gonna go ahead and remove all this bulk and fade that in. I like how he shows his lever positions. Yo, Georgia, we gotta start doing that, showing the lever positions. What you think? Good idea?
Yeah, George. Have Chris start doing the lever positions. Start showing it. If you guys don't know, I use the same exact editor as Chris. So George, you're the man. You're a phenomenal editor. I'm super blessed, super happy to have you as my editor. So a shout out to you as well. Lever completely closed. I'm just going in and using the corners to flick out the hard line. Also going in and just kind of flicking it out as well with the whole blade. So I kind of do both. I use the corners of the clipper, and then I also, as you can see right here, flick out with the entire blade, you know, starting from beneath the hard line and flicking up into the hard line, not trying to dig too much into the actual length within the guideline. And so now using the 1.5 guard with the lever completely closed again, I'm just going to be going in and doing the same exact thing and flicking out that hard line.
You gotta open it up, open that 1.5 guard all the way to finish that blend into that 2 open.
So now that majority of the haircut is complete, we still have a few things left to go in detail, but the next thing we're going to do is put on the no guard, lever closed. Now remember, we use the wall trimmers to put in that first guideline. Unless you have 0 gapped clippers, I don't, you're probably going to have to go in and use the trimmers again to completely knock out the bottom hard line. But once you get towards the back of your head, there's a lot more hair. It's more dense with hair.
More dense.
So you'll see
player.
the hard line a little bit more towards the back of your head.
So true.
Whereas on the side, you may not, because there's a little bit less hair. Go back in with the trimmers and remove any excess hair to completely get rid of that hard line.
Yeah, the sides usually don't leave that harsh of a line, but the back, Alex is on point, bro. Blending shears, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, as you're cutting your own hair and you do it so often, you're like, what the hell, man? Like, this freaking line isn't coming out. And it's like, it's so easy on the sides. Then you get to the back and it's like, why is it so difficult? And then it hits you, it's like, oh, like, you've got way more hair. Like, it's much more dense toward the back of your head. Like, you can see it. Once it hits, like, this part of your head, like, it just becomes way more dense. And it's like, that's why it takes more detailing and more time to cut the back of your head, because it's more dense and it's not as easy as the sides of your head. So in the video that I watched, Chris used clipper over comb, not thinning shears in a comb. So you can imagine how difficult it would be if I tried to use clipper over comb on my own hair. So I'm pretty good at using thinning shears and comb. It's definitely a more advanced skill to have when you're blending in the side by your part line to the length on top. True that. True that.
You know how many self-cutters don't blend in their beard? That's a huge identifier. When somebody's walking around, they didn't blend in their beard, that's a huge sign. Dead giveaway. It was probably a self-cut. So shout out to Alex for blending his beard in.
This, you guys, is the before You know, wasn't looking too good. Definitely in need of a haircut. I'm looking a little bit rough around the edges and so forth. And just bam. All right, Chris over there with that good. Look at Chris's face right here. He's like, his face right here is so funny, dude. Oh my god, it's so funny. The smile on his face right here is so funny. Oh man. Good. Super good clipper technique. I think the haircut came out pretty well. There's definitely parts where I think I could have did a little bit better. I think I was a little thrown off about the sequence of guidelines that Chris used, and so it kind of messed me up mentally.
Just detailing.
But no excuses at the end of the day. I gotta be hard on myself. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like.
Right in this area right here. No, but it's hard for him to see that. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing a self-cut. But a barber would go in and detail that, right? You'd probably go in with that 1.5 guard, use the corners, or that 1 guard open, use the corners. You know,
this section that he's highlighting right here is literally the section where like it starts to get more dense. So like again, like that part right here, like not the side of your head, but like just like the corner where it like transitions from side to back. That part is like where it starts to get really dense, and you have to go and do more detail work. And obviously in this haircut I didn't do that much detail work, which I should have, you know, especially if I'm, you know, shouting out Chris Basio in the video. Definitely my fault. But yeah, definitely need to do more detail work when you get towards like this part and then the back of your head.
You know, debulk it a little bit with the 2 closed or the 1.5 guard open, and just try to lighten this area up. But it's gonna be real difficult for him to be able to detail that.
If you're new to my channel, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be difficult, and it's not difficult to detail. I think the hardest part is just being able to see it, like, and then like focus in on it and be like, okay, I think I need to go over this spot for at least another 20-30 more seconds and like change up the lever positioning and just touch it a little bit. But like I can see all of it with my mirror setup. I don't think seeing it's the problem. It's noticing it in the moment.
And now, before we end this video, what I would like for you to do, if you're up for it, is go check out this video right here, my latest one day ago. Okay, how to cut your own hair when you're receding. I mean, obviously you're not receding, but just this self-cut system, you'll be able to use the fade system to cut your own hair. Even with the haircut that you got right now, you'll be able to use the fade system to give yourself a fade. So if you're up for that challenge, man, try out this technique. It's completely different than what you used in this video. So I think it'll be great. It'll be great for some new content on your channel, man. Let me know what you think.
I think I definitely want to accept that challenge. As of right now, let me wait until he finishes the video, and then I'll go and take a look at it for you guys so we can see what we're up against.
It came out really well, but the stepwise usage of different classes is a bit difficult. I find your way of yeah, for sure. I mean, I would never self-cut myself using that system. That's a system that I would use on somebody else. And it just depends on the texture, depends on the hair density on the sides. It depends on the hair color, if I'm trying to keep this area as dark as possible. That's all it is. Shout out to Chris. He's one of the dopest barbers in the industry. I do self-cuts as well. Thank you. Appreciate the love, man. I can never do a fade on myself. It would look terrible. Shout out to Basio, one of my favorite barbers ever, and definitely one of the first barbers I watched when starting out. That's cool, man. Basio has so many different techniques to fade hair. That's facts. That's cool, man. He's definitely got a community. Basio been real quiet since this dropped. Huh?
I remember seeing that comment and I was just like, I have no idea if Chris is gonna do a reaction to this. I mean, I'm not doing these videos to, you know, to get a reaction out of people. I just do them because it's fun and I like trying new people's techniques.
But yeah, Alex, appreciate you, man. Thanks for the love. Thank you for checking out my video and using it in one of your videos. I appreciate it. Didn't know you were gonna do that, so that was really cool. Yo, guys, go subscribe to Alex Kouras. I'll put a link in the description below. Go subscribe to him, man. And oh, I see something here that don't tell me you into real estate finances, all that good stuff. I don't know. We're gonna have to talk. Let's chop it up. That's in my bag too. So
all right, yeah, Chris. I sold 15 homes last year here in Miami. So I mean, you tell me. You know, I talk about real estate, finances, news. I'm all about building wealth and doing everything that I can to just have a more successful life and build wealth instead of build cash. So I'm all about building wealth, and real estate's one of those avenues where I see a lot of potential wealth building. So if you want to link or talk or do something and just, you know, even just have a conversation about it, I'm definitely down for it, just to talk and see what you know, and we can just kind of share ideas. So totally down to do that if that's something you're up to do. So this is where is it at? So how to cut your own hair when you are receding self-cut. I'm gonna just skim through it really quick.
Looking for the right gift to keep things
are always
hot
ads.
between.
I look crazy, guys.
I look crazy, guys. Instantaneously funny. All right. I look crazy, guys. So let me just skip through. 3.
Open area, 1/2 guard area.
Wait, hold on.
And if you feel like you created a lot, just go right above that.
Okay. I know what yeah. He's doing a traditional reverse fade. Like, he's legit starting from the top and working his way down. He's not like the reverse fade that I did before was I put in the initial guideline right here, and then I worked toward that guideline. In this one, he's just going through from the top and going straight down. Like, he's not touching anything down here until he gets there, starting from the top. So you know what, I accept this challenge. So you guys be on the lookout, because in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna be posting this video. So, you know, this should be fun. I think it's going to be a really good one. It's definitely a challenge because I've never done something like this. I think it might be one of the hardest self haircuts I could possibly do, because it's just so random, because you're starting with, like, you're not, I don't know how to put it, but just looking at it right now, I can just tell it's a difficult haircut to do, because you're just starting from the bulk and going down into cutting it to basically bald. So super challenging, and I'm totally up for it. So just be on the lookout in the next couple weeks, you guys. I'm gonna be doing this probably next week, so give it a couple weeks for me to get everything situated, and then I'll post it, and you guys can just let me know what you think. So that, you guys, is pretty much my reaction to Chris Bossio's reaction to my Chris Bossio technique video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Big shout out to Chris again for reacting to my video. In the future, just so you guys know, I'm gonna be going up to Tampa to get a cut from him, the first ever barber haircut for myself ever. I want it to be Chris Bossio, because he's the man and he's done a lot for the community. He's really helpful, a lot of tips, a lot of tricks, and he's just been a huge help in my own self haircuts. So big ups to Mr. Chris Bossio. Big appreciation. You know, I really appreciate everything that he does. I'm gonna be looking forward to getting that haircut from him, you know, hopefully sometime in the near future. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure you leave a like and share this video with a friend. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you guys click on that subscribe button down below and click on the post notifications as well to never miss one of my new weekly videos. And also, you guys, if you want to learn in much more detail how to cut your own hair to save your time and save your money by not having to go to the barber shops and pay barbers, give yourself a self haircut when you can just do it from the comfort of your own home, definitely check out my self haircut course using the first link at the top of the description, and I'll leave it linked in the card section above for you. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace!